We're going to talk more about incoming President Trump's press conference with Delano D'souza, who joins me on set. Delano, what more did the president-elect have to say?
Well, Jeannie, this was Donald Trump's second press conference since he won the presidency back in November. And like most of Donald Trump's interactions with the press, this was a long-winded affair that covered both domestic and international politics. We're going to focus on what he said regarding foreign affairs. Firstly, the president-elect announced how he would like to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. He said this had a good ring to it. Now, if you recall, since Donald Trump met Canada's prime minister after he won the presidency in November for dinner at Mar-a-Lago, he's been joking about how Justin Trudeau was Governor Trudeau and how Canada should become the 51st state of America. Well, yesterday he outlined how that would happen. He basically suggested getting rid of the, quote, artificially drawn line. I guess he's referring to the border with the United States. He said this would be good for national security, adding, don't forget, we basically protect Canada. Now, during Trump's first presidency, remember he was fixated with Greenland? Well, turns out he still is. Yesterday, his son, Don Jr., was in the autonomous region on a private visit. He's also recently been suggesting taking over the Panama Canal, which was built by the United States. Yesterday, as we played in that soundbite, a journalist asked him if he would how he would achieve these goals and if he would rule out using military force. And he essentially said no. He said, I'm not going to commit to that. It might be that you have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. And he added, we need Greenland for national security purposes. He also suggested that NATO states should pay more on defense to raise the defense spending from the current 2% of GDP to 5% of GDP.
And there's already been quite a bit of reaction to Trump's statements there out of the U.S.
Let's start with Canada, because firstly, we have outgoing now Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He put out a statement on X where he said there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would become part of the United States. We also had a response from Panama's foreign minister who said the sovereignty of the Panama Canal was non-negotiable. Now, when it came to Greenland, we actually had a reaction from Denmark's Prime Minister. We must recall that Greenland is an autonomous region, but depends on Denmark for its finances as well as Denmark's foreign policy. Yesterday, Denmark's prime minister said it was up to Greenland to decide its future. Interestingly, we had France's foreign minister weigh into this whole Greenland debate. Greenland is considered European territory through its association with Denmark. And this morning, we had France's foreign minister Jean-Noël Barrot, who told French radio, there is no question of the EU letting other nations in the world, whoever they may be, attack its sovereign borders. So we have this warning shot issued from France to the president-elect. It remains to be seen if other European states follow suit.
All right, Delano, thank you for that. Definitely signs of things to come on January 20th when Trump starts his second term as U.S. president.